Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting sessions of Storms over Cerenar. In Storms over Cerenar, our Dungeons & Dragons actual play live show, Epic Boon Productions has brought together more than 50 years of role-playing experience to create an epic tale of ancient secrets, sleeping gods, and a country-spanning conflict in a high-level D&D campaign. Hello everybody, my name is Roy and I have the pleasure to be your Dungeon Master for tonight. And with me, as always, are these five beautiful, wonderful ding-dongs. Say hello, ding-dongs.
Hello, ding
Hello, wonderful ding dongs.
Hello, ding dongs.
So great to have all of you here. And I'm just going to give all of you a quick little chance to say hello. So, please, Alex.
Hello, I am indeed Alex. I play Oust, the Hexblade Warlock, who is finding out that hell is also hell rather than just other people, which is nice. Or not nice. Who knows?
Thank you very much, Alex. And next up will be Anton.
Yes, I am Anton, the newest ding dong as of last session, and I am playing Torgen, the very grumpy dwarf who is a bit too long stuck in hell and really wants out. So here's hoping for the best.
Well, we can all hope, and maybe there's still hope for Torgen. And number 3 will be Jonas.
Hey guys, I'm Jonas. Pleased to meet you all. So I have 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot in the land of the living, being both Björn, the great barbarian from the north, currently nowhere or somewhere, I don't know, and also playing Rick, hailing from the hive, but currently in hell. Hey!
That is correct. And also experiencing hell in his own way, we have Leon.
Hello, I am Leon from Germany, playing our bard, eloquent Theus, who's currently hellbent on getting his friend Bjorn back from hell, whatever the cost.
Beautiful. And last but not least, of course, from the frozen wasteland of Canada, we have Mr. Tanner. Tanner, great to have you here.
Welcome. I am Tanner. I am a fellow producer at Epic Boon Productions, in charge of all this Twitch stuff that I've been having a lot of problems with. Happy Canada Day. It's bright and early, 8:30 a.m. for me for Canada Day. It's really early, and I'm feeling a little under the weather, but nothing that a good session of D&D cannot cure. I play Nongle, who is a gnome wizard with lots of different types of magical abilities, and I'm in hell!
And hell is where our story for today starts. As you are not even on Cerenar anymore, you have been transported somewhere else. Last time, after witnessing the fall of the great white bear of the north, you tried to resurrect your fallen brother in putting him in a circle of crowns in a magical place in the Blue Fire Gorge. You cast the spell Raise Dead in the hopes that he would return from his early demise. But instead, what you got was 2 coins for the ferryman, and you were transported into hell itself, Hades, where you had to fight Cerberus, the gatekeeper of the entrance of the underworld. Here you met 2 new unlikely allies, Torgen, the grumpy shadow sorcerer, and Rick, a little bit too cheery, a little bit too happy about being in hell, scout, honeycomb general of the Honeynuts scouts, who helped you out. And after defeating Cerberus, sending him packing with his tail between his legs, you found out that you needed to go and get Bjorn's soul. You had to go and grab him and get back out somehow. So, you were taken in by Rick and Torgen. You came to their shared apartment where there was only commercials on TV, and there was a big weird picture of Rick's mother that has also been kissed a lot of times. And you decided to try and break out Bjorn from Sisyphus, the monolithic bureaucratic entity that runs hell and is in charge of punishing the souls of those who has sinned grievously in their life. And that is where we are today. As you wake up in different states of unrest, I would almost say, from the various parts of Rick and Torgen's apartments that you have crashed in. The day, as always, Torgen and Rick starts with the garbage truck backing up into the alley. Beep, beep, beep. Way too loud. Your walls start shaking as things fall down from shelves, and your multiple beer cans on the floor, Torgen, begins to ram into each other, creating a cacophony of sound that wakes you up. You look at the watch on the wall. Brilliant. 5:30, your favorite time to be woken up. And I guess in a matter of minutes, all of you cannot stay asleep. Let me say it like that. Yesterday, you spent a bunch of time looking at Sisyphus, this underground temple of that houses those punished souls, and you have devised a plan to get in. And before I give you the reins, I could start roleplay this. I'm going to talk to you about what is going to happen here, because if you guys were to plan a heist and sit with all the maps of a building and decide where to go in and where's the air ducts and whatever, this would take multiple sessions to get done. Instead, we're going to do an abstraction of a bunch of planning called Heist Points, something that actually was introduced to us in our home game by Leon. A heist point is something you can invoke on your turn, where you can say, but yes, I was prepared this ahead of time, so actually I have the ID cards we need to get through here, or whatever, right? And if you can give a good explanation for this, we will make you will have like the Ocean's 11 kind of cut back, and you can see how they planned the switcheroo or whatever, right? All of you have one heist point going into Sisyphus that could help you out. Are there any questions about the heist point system?
No, good.
No.
Can I use it to
Sounds
get
good.
into hell?
Actually, we planned a back door.
Yes. You broke this system, you get out of hell. That's how you go. I planned ahead, guys.
I planned ahead. I never wanted to go to hell in the first place.
No. And then, what I'm saying? Yeah. There's one thing. And then I'm going to describe to you what Sisyphus is. Sisyphus is a bit of City Hall and a bit of, the realm of punishment. As you were told yesterday, the top level is basically a visitor center with a big black Parthenon in the bottom of Tartarus. The first sub level is the departments, the bureaucratic center that is run by shades, basically just doing their scroll work. This is also where Rick probably could get you down if he swore you in as Honey Nut Scouts. Then on the sub basement 2 is what is called the Department of Mysteries. Yes, it's hard to describe, but there's a bunch of different realms down there, and somewhere down there you can find the entrance to the Realm of Lamentation where Bjorn is. But going there, it's a madly designed realm that doesn't really make much sense. So Rick doesn't really know where to go from there. But if you can get down there first, then you might be able to piece together how to actually enter the Realm of Lamentation. And in the Realm of Lamentation, that is where everybody is when they are being punished from their sins. So getting to there and getting to Bjorn, you have no way of knowing what you actually need. But that is a bridge that must be burned when you come to it. So.
Yay, bridge burning.
So all of this kind of things, that's still, all of the planning you've made kind of still rummages around. in your head as you wake up. Rick and Torgen, do you do anything for breakfast, or what do you guys want to do?
Hey guys, so I think we need some energy for today. I go into the cupboard and takes out Torgen and myself's usual breakfast. Just a big bag of sugar and a 6-pack of beers. And I guess this is enough for everyone. Dig in. I hand out the spoons for everyone to, and then I throw a couple of beers to Torgen.
You notice Torgen doesn't go near the sugar, but he definitely grabs the beer, and from the side of the couch, like on a nightstand, there's like a little open china box that's been there since you got there last day. He just starts to eat out of that. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
Okay, so I was thinking that we're gonna take public transportation to Sisyphus. You maybe scout the surroundings, or we can just head in. I can easily arrange a appointment with my boss. I usually does his laundry. This day.
This may be a slightly strange question, Rick and Torgen. Considering hell, does Sisyphus happen to have regular fire alarm tests, etc.?
Well,
No.
there are always fires, but
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
what I was
test
thinking.
them. They just use them.
Also, this milk is like 2 days just out of date. That's disgusting.
You
There we
found
go.
milk? I didn't even know we had milk.
I think it's milk. It does also say dog milk. That's disgusting.
Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that back. Yes, turns out that I don't know how everybody's sleep was, but meditating in hell, not the best. No, just an idea. For maybe a distraction. But well, how's everybody
A
else?
fire alarm would imply that they cared about their
Yes.
employees, which is definitely not the case.
True. So what would? So we kind of have to go about this the opposite way to how we would normally. Everything they would care about, we don't want to bother with, and anything that they wouldn't care about, we. No, that doesn't work. I don't know what's going on. Let's just wing it. Works normally.
I would like to. So, Torgen and Rick, just some question. Like, you don't know like who, like what is going on there in the realms of lamentation, right?
Well, you hear stories, but we usually
Well,
punish the ones living in the city.
Well, who does know something about the realms of limitations? Or do we just go down there and ask?
Well, my boss know a few things.
Yeah, but someone not that high in the hierarchy, maybe. Someone we can actually talk about. Maybe someone we
Rick-
can bribe.
Rick,
I don't know.
You know, the ones working in the realm of lamentation is usually kind of native spirits to the underworld. So that would be some kind of, in the lack of better words, demons maybe, because it's such a magical kind of alien place down there.
Devils
do
or
we know-
demons?
Fiends.
Okay, good. Because this would make a difference if we have to deal with devils or demons.
Torgen, Rick, do we know anybody in admin?
Absolutely. I believe that Rick has quite a few contacts with admin, but I don't think
I-
they can get us much further than the first floor.
That's fine. I was more thinking that we might be able to access perhaps something in terms of just a list of all of these realms within this Department of Mysteries, I think is all, so we can at least track down the vague location, or at least the number on the door, as it were, of this realm of lamentation. Maybe?
Well, to get access to those kinds of lists, we have to go. It's a lot
It's
of bureaucracy, a lot of forms to be filled out. But I know the guy.
Exactly, and that sounds incredibly boring, which I'd imagine is the exact kind of thing that would be in the middle of a tour of a area of hell.
Of course, you have to fill up the form to have
Exactly,
a visitor's
you know.
pass. Yeah.
There we go. So we're going to be nearby. So there's a start. So maybe step one, Let's get hold of that. Step 2, we need to break off from said core. Is there anywhere? Are there any main entrances or any side entrances? We know. I'm not trying to like in-depth plan this, but at the same time, I just want to have a clear idea of what we're actually doing in terms of the route.
There's only one exit into basement 1.
Okay.
But Rick could get you there pretty easily.
Is it a lift or is it stairs?
It says staircase.
Okay, cool.
So was basement 1 the bureaucracy level, or was that
yes.
limitation?
Basement 1 is bureaucracy. Basement 2 is the Department of Mysteries.
Yeah.
Or not the Department of Mysteries. That's Harry Potter. I did call it the Department of Mysteries. Oh well.
You did. Same thing.
Oh my god.
Don't sue us, Warner Brothers.
So the Department of Mysteries is basement 2, and then basement 3, or if you can call it basement 3, or whatever kind of rough collection of weird personal demi-planes that is the Realm of Lamentation, is beyond there.
Oh, okay. So the Realm of Lamentation isn't on the Department of Mysteries. Department of Mysteries is this kind of weird miscellaneous area where there's just might be all sorts of things.
To it. Yes, and the entrance to the Realm of Lamentations is there.
Just to confirm, that bit isn't on the tour.
No. The tour is like through a weird, like that's just on the like street level. You get the tour where you go see like the museum, and you see the guy who gets his liver eaten every day and stuff like that, right?
Chain to the Rock and all that. Lovely. Right.
You can take the tour, but you could also skip it and just go directly down the stairs with Rick.
True. Full of questions. How long would it take? The guards in said building, are they particularly attentive? Would they notice very quickly how something suspicious is going on?
You would know this, Rick, and you know that the Sisyphus uses some kind of special form of shades called Phileskia as their guards. They're kind of vigilant undead spirits. Yes, they are vigilant, but they also are undead, so they're not smart either, right?
They're more careful of people coming out than in.
I'm pretty sure that most people aren't crazy enough to try and break into this place, but if you want information on where...
They haven't met us.
That too, but if you want information on where your friend is, I don't think we're gonna get that until we get into the Department of Mysteries.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just more on about getting past them, which leads me to my next question: getting back out again. Is it the same way up, or is there any other entrances, exits down the bottom?
Subplanar travel isn't possible within the Sisyphus, so you can do like short-range teleportation spells, but the demi-plane effectively doesn't work. So you would know this.
I was more about doors. Doors, sewer grates. I don't know if there's a sewer in hell.
It's a chaotic kind of building. Let's just say like this: exploration might pay off.
Okay. Well, part of me just wants to get in there, get Bjorn, and then we'll just work out. We'll just plan from there. Also, the Department of Mysteries does seem quite fancy, but there we go.
Rick, Torgen, do you know who's in charge there in the Realm of Lamentation?
Hades and Hell, both of them.
Well,
it's
are
like-
there any sub-officers, like sub-officers, the one who is responsible for torturing or for punishing?
The Realm of Lamentation isn't kind of
It's more a room, right?
No, it's not a room. It's not a hallway with a bunch of doors. It is a bunch of demi-planes, basically.
Okay.
Loosely connected, personal realms, and it is an adaptive space. So there are spirits associated with the Realm of Lamentation, but it is an entity in itself. It doesn't have a boss or an office. So you start with the bureaucracy, and then as you get closer to the Realm of Lamentation, like order kind of stops and chaos begins instead.
Which is where we thrive. Sounds good. Mr. Nongle, I'm hearing demi-plane a lot. you were researching something along those lines. Would you have any means of opening the correct door once we get down there?
Well, I have
Or at least guiding us to the correct one?
I have a scroll. I haven't had a chance to actually scribe it, nor do I have any ink to do
Well,
so.
let's save it for a rainy day then. That's fine. Just
Well, this scroll is... It's bewildered me. It's supposed to take me to the place I left when you were fighting by the windmill.
Ah, okay.
But possibly
Well,
I
never
can
mind,
scribe
that's
the
fine.
scroll, but yes.
You're gonna need some time.
Time and
listening
ink,
to-
yes.
And listening to what Rick
That would be
tells you
playing
about
a
this,
travel as well. So
Yes.
yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, listening to what Rick says, there might be some limitations, but when you get there, you might be able to figure something out.
Cool. Okay. Well,
So the
I'm
only
happy
question
with the plan.
I mean,
The only
if we
question
want to
I
spend
would have-
a day in research, I could possibly do something, but I don't think we have the time for that. I have a oops, I need to get the fuck out of here. I have one of those spells, but I don't think what Rick says would work
yes,
in this area as well.
Fierce and myself have limited short-range teleportation, dimension door, but
It
well,
probably won't work down there.
probably won't work down there. Is what
No.
Rick has been saying
Misty-
for the last couple of minutes.
Misty Step and those kind of the short range
Okay.
ones might work.
The really short-range ones. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so
Well,
dimension door
The
does
one where you
not
have
work.
to be able to see where you go. No,
Feeling
dimension
that
will
we-
not work down there.
I will take
So
that.
I'm
off
letting
of
you
my
know right
spells
now.
for
So
today.
go ahead and the same for you, Theus. If you want to change how to spell, I will allow that as well.
Well, we are going to have a giant Northern bear man with us coming out. Although, from what I recall, he might actually be a bear now. Long story.
Roar would
Just fight
spells
our
like
way up.
private sanctum work.
Private sanctum.
Basically, gives me an area that prevents teleportation, scrying, blocks planar travel, blocks. It's basically to block divination. It's a
Yeah,
massive
probably
area,
work.
though. Yeah, that
Probably
probably
works.
works. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Right.
You know what?
Perhaps the next question is, how polite are we being about this? Are we going in, first contact, we shoot first, ask questions later, or are we?
I'm imagining this discussion is taking place on the bus as it's just
Yeah, yeah.
it's smelly and people is eating cheese next to you
stopping.
and it stops all the time and the driver yells at everybody all the time and it's very crowded and very hot and the air conditioning doesn't work. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think any plan will really work out as you intend, but I don't know what you lot are capable of, but I know a little bit, but how quiet can you be? How much can we rely on subtlety?
be
we
pretty
can
quiet,
certainly try.
From what I've seen, also you sometimes have a little bit of problem staying quiet.
I mean, same to you, but no, fair enough. In terms of in terms of sneaking, maybe in terms of keeping my mouth shut, less so. But that's fine. We can get around things. I mean, I'm more of a walk in and pretend you're meant to be there type of guy. Maybe I am. Maybe
This reminds me
I
that
could-
we at some point have to dispel the curse that is plaguing the misfortune upon Ost.
there is no plague.
I would need several months of
Uncursed.
research to see if I could break that curse.
Yes. I think I'd also need a young priest and an old priest.
Seven
fine.
virgins that we have to sacrifice? No, okay, good.
Well, maybe we can find something in the Department of Mysteries. But anyway, maybe. There we go. Now, we should probably do a speed run through the Department of Mysteries just to see if there's anything that could help us out. Just out of interest. But we could do that on the way down or the way back up. But again, we can decide that when we get there. I think the main thing is, at the moment, we go in, we start the tour, we slink off, get into bureaucracy, into the bureaucratic layer, try and find this register of any information that we may need, directions, etc., and then we wing it.
Okay, Torgen and Rick, is there anything that we can do to prepare before going into a realm of limitation? Anything that we can exploit, or people that we could speak to or anything that you could know that would help us down there. Otherwise, we just go down there. Because otherwise, I assume that if you don't have, like, you are the ones that know the most. And if you have no idea, then we just have to go blindly down there.
Well, I don't know much about the realm itself, but I would recommend maybe doing, if you can, something about those bright colors of yours. If you want to pretend to belong, you don't really look the part.
No, I'm looking like Ricky Red, the most evil person I know of.
I meant as you as a group, but yes.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
Ricky,
I'm...
good to see you. A bunch of people just saying hi to Theus.
I'm just sort of very neutral tones. I basically just grade myself out with masking many faces. I look like the neutral people from Futurama right now.
Maybe prepare yourself mentally to see a bunch of horrible stuff.
Well, we saw a city die last week. Will that help?
Yeah.
Good.
Also, remember, if you're in a situation where planning ahead or studying something might have helped you, heist points is also.
We can heist points it. Yeah. I think we go for it then.
And I think what happens is, like, you're sitting in the bus. It's rickety and for some reason the floor is wet and sticky and then the
There's
bus
one plastic
stops
bolt that
at-
keeps rolling from the front
Yeah.
to the back, underneath all the seats, the entire way. Yep.
Precisely, there are many babies crying everywhere. It is very good.
There's no babies on the bus, but all you hear is babies crying.
Yeah, that's the radio. And then at some point, the radio kind of silences, and you hear over the loudspeakers as the bus brakes hard. Rick, this is your stop.
Into that,
Alright,
guys.
this is it.
Excellent. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, watch where you're stepping. It's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I've already stepped in someone, but it's fine. That man is just goo. That's disgusting. But anyway, let's move.
Rick, just a question, Rick. Are we actually allowed to fly here? I just saw you buzzing around. Like, is there any no-fly zone here? Like,
I think you can fly almost everywhere. Some places you're just gonna get shut down, but that's a part of it.
what do we get shut down in the realm of limitations when we arrive there? Like I said, like
Well,
some gravity aura that just will pull us down.
I've never been to
might
the
you
lower
find out?
levels, so I don't know.
You have to understand that most of these realms are made for the person. I don't think there's any specific rules.
Oh,
I think if anything...
that's a good point. Wrap up warm. From what I recall, it was quite snowy. That's all.
You get off the bus. A bunch of tourists just going around everywhere. A bunch of shades, kind of having these kind of square boxes with a round kind of cylinder on it. Let me skip this. With a round cylinder on it, and it kind of flashes as people pose in front of Sisyphus. It's like a big, tall a Parthenon, or Acropolis building with big, jet black pillars, and in the middle of it, as it's open in the front where you're looking at it, you just see a big fire and a brazier in the middle, and you see one statue of Hades with his black toga with the skull here and his fiery hair. And the other statue of Hell, the woman you met, or Bjorn met, with the flat black hair kind of pressed to her face, and her tattered kind of dress that ends up in roiling darkness below. They're both holding the roof of the Acropolis. As there's also a street vendor right next to the bus stop. Sticks, leeches, get your sticks, leeches on a stick here. Leeches, very cheap, only 5 minutes.
Alright, and Torben kind of just tosses the remains of the china box off to the side. Right, I'll have my usual. Just, come on, make it quick.
Oh, hey, Torgen, yeah. Here, extra crispy, just for you.
Thank you. You're the only sunshine in this goddamn hell. Well,
I
almost.
love you too, man. Yeah, you're keeping my family fed. It's great. Thanks, Torgen. Oh, there you are, Rick. Hey, hi, guys. You didn't come in yesterday. You are busting some kneecaps, or?
No. Well, today we are, but yesterday we didn't. I think it's the only day off I ever had.
Yeah,
Cool.
we spent a great. Walked upstairs half the day. It was great.
Oh, that sounds horrifying. Well, it is hell. So, yeah, when you get out there and meet all the people, give him hell. I would high five you, but I'm a black pudding, so.
We know.
All right, take care, guys. All right, everybody over here. What about you? Leeches on a stick.
Honestly, you should probably get some food before we head in. This is going to be a long day.
I'm not
Take
hungry.
Theus aside and say, "It's sad. We're gonna kill him next week. He just doesn't know. He hasn't
Wait.
paid up."
Wait, that guy, like, that was he black pudding? Like, he said he was a black pudding?
Yeah.
And, like, he's slime, right?
Yeah.
A
Wait,
slime that doesn't pay his debt.
yeah, but, like,
He was
is
using
going
tongs.
crazy? Like, is he going crazy just because he, like, I have to feed my family, and as far as I know, oozes don't, like, have family bonds? Or is, like, is
Baby
his soul
oozes.
literally transformed into a black ooze here? Was he, like, mortal once? I
think
don't really understand how this works.
If he just walked through like a sewer grate or a fence, I think that's basically how they have kids. It's a couple.
No,
sort
the
of plop
question
off
is,
them.
like, was he always a black pudding, or was he, like, person, and then they get degraded here to the black puddings?
I usually don't get personal before I'm killing people, so I don't know.
Okay, good. No, I just have to, like, prepare myself to. I don't know in what form we will encounter Bjorn there. Like, he might be transformed as some kind of degenerate monster.
Well, he's a bear, isn't he? Probably.
He's a bear. From what I
Like-
saw,
Didn't we see him?
What? Was he a bear? Like, what was he literally transformed to bear, or like?
In Lost
How do you
Vision,
know?
he was an actual bear hunting someone, was he not?
Was he the?
You are doing some interesting thinking here. I would ask you to do a religion check with advantage, please.
Okay, good. No, I just want to hope that we find Bjorn in some way and form that resembles still Bjorn. Like, when we encounter him there, maybe he doesn't even look like Bjorn anymore. And, like, seeing that black pudding guy, maybe he once was a human or humanoid and was over the time degraded into something much less. And if we are searching for Bjorn, I just want to know if we are looking for the image of Bjorn, or like some kind of deformed form of Bjorn.
You think about this, and you think about the thing you have heard about the realm of lamentation, how it's weird and chaotic and kind of tied to the people, it would seem. So your best bet would be that Bjorn somehow is in his own personal hell, and that might change him in spirit, which in the underworld very much is the same as in body.
but we
Okay, so
also
he
know
might
where
not
his
look
body
like
is.
Bjorn. Yeah. Well, we know where
Body
his
is
body
next to a
is.
pool.
We know where his body is. His body is like in the living.
That's what I
like,
mean. So we're only dealing with the spirit here. So
Yeah.
no physical changes.
But we might
Maybe.
not, like, we might encounter something, and it might be Bjorn, and we might not know. So we have to prepare ourselves that we have to search for something resembling Bjorn, and the image of
When-
Bjorn.
We're not going to find out stood out here.
I'm pretty sure that's something we're going to figure out in the Department of Mysteries, but
Absolutely. So is there a gift
So-
shop? I'm quite
Yeah.
Let's
There's
just
a
walk in.
gift shop at the. You walk up, like, there's a big stairs, a bunch of tourists everywhere, and that's like a door guard, just like a big, like two large skeletons, kind of with armor on. They have like conductors' hats on. They tip their hat to you, Rick. And just you're led into this big room. On the left side, there's like it says tours, and on the right side it says gift shop. And right ahead, on the opposite end of the big hall, there you see a stair down where there's a bunch of shades with like briefcases and hats going in and out.
Should we go fill out the forms for the tour?
Yes, let's.
Great.
I'm not sure if I
Also,
can stop
everybody-
tour.
Fake names. I'm sure that's, no actual signatures. That seems like a bad idea. Just onwards.
All right, you guys go in. There's a queue, of course, to the tour. Then you see there's like kind of a visitor center attached to the left side. You have to fill in a 6-foot long application form to get your visitor's pass, and they take a bunch of unnecessary information. They need your shoe size. They need stuff like the name of your closest relatives, all that kind of thing.
All right. Number of lives ruined. I will just put it in the millions.
Favorite color? Yellow.
Hey man, why are you filling out the form? You work here. Like,
Look, he just enjoys it. It's part of his enjoyment of the tour. Like half the fun.
Oh,
is
yeah,
for-
that's
Yeah, I
right.
can imagine Rick loves paperwork for some reason.
Please.
And also during this, you just see Tolkien like gently sliding his paperwork over towards Rick.
Oh. Favorite color? Also yellow.
Nongle will slide his paperwork over to Rick as well.
Oh, hey.
Would I know enough information about Helikir Vitellius Jr.? My
Yeah, sure.
my rival. I will fill out as best I can in his name.
Your obsessive rival.
Yep.
That you somehow know very many personal details about. Sure.
Too many.
Yeah, you can fill it out.
Excellent.
All right, just starts over here. Go ahead, get out of the line. There's more people behind you. Move it.
Excellent. Do I take one of these lanyards, or I'm going to anyway? Okay, right.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. You're gonna have a fucking lanyard. I didn't give a shit. All right. As you
Lanyards, nice.
you can put that on your character sheet. You have a black lanyard.
Absolutely.
You go over and there's like a as you get over to the side, there's like a gorgon a gorgon kind of rounds you up. It's like, all right, welcome to the tour of Sisyphus. All right here in this entry hall, and you see like a big kind of stone slab with a guy lying on it, and he's like really kind of he looks like he hasn't been eating for a bunch of long time, right? And so here we have the guy who stole the fire. His name is Prometheus. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that! You're right in time for the vulture, and then just like a big eagle swoons in and eats his liver. Blood sprays everywhere. Yep. So he was.
That is quite
And
cool.
you're told about the principles of Prometheus and how he's punished, and he tried to give fire to the stupid mortals, but now he's going to be punished like this for eternity. And a bunch of the shades like take pictures with the weird squares, and you're like, all right. So here's a map of our beautiful construct here. Up here, of course, we have the visitor center and like the Hall of Fame. We have Sisyphus himself, of course. He's in the other end. And then you have Prometheus, and as you can see over there, you just see the Titan holding Elysium on his back. That over there is Atlas. See a bunch of Titans, and they're carrying out their punishment. All right, and here, so next level, that's where we do all of the paperwork. We can't. Of course, even though we are the underworld, we can't punish everybody with the big guns, so to say, right? So some people just have to have a half-assed existence, trying to eat out the last few minutes they can before their soul itself is sent into oblivion. That's a punishment in itself. But we also, of course, have other ways of doing that. We have extended warranties, for example. As you might know, one of the best ways to actually make people hate their existence. Commercials, a bunch of them, and oh, Rick, is that you? Good to see you, man. Like the Golden tour guide high fives you. This guy here, he's the craziest, man. Wow, you ruined so many lives. It's actually a bunch of the shades come over to you and like gesture to take a selfie with you.
Right. Yes.
It's
A
like
bunch
this
of shade.
every fucking tour. He does it once a week, every time, same thing.
Oh, hi, Torgen.
Whilst the attention is drawn to Rick, assuming that Rick can probably make his own way down the bureaucratic to the bureaucratic level, we should probably begin edging our way towards the door, or to the stairs down. You said there was a door down to the bureaucratic level where we were.
Yeah,
right?
you could just go down there.
Okay, I'm going to start just very gingerly walking towards that doorway and just kind of signaling to the others, just like.
And you're missing the best part of the tour.
Mm-hmm. We'll pick it up later. We should go.
Kind of looking just back and forth at how far into the tour are we at this point?
Very early. They need to tell you about the bureaucratic center. They need to tell you about the Department of Mysteries, and they need to tell you about the.
Oh
the
fuck! Let's keep
station.
going then. Jesus Christ! I don't know who he is, but let's keep going.
That's the tour guide, is it not?
Yes, long hair, robe, sandals.
Hey, you guys ready to hear more, or are you just talking about among yourselves again? Like,
Yes, no.
He's
there's
just
nothing I don't
excited.
know.
Overly
His
eager
first tour.
to learn more.
all right, yeah, you're just whispering, so I don't have anything in my teeth, right?
No, you're good.
There is some.
I was wondering
There
where,
is some
where I could
ash,
get one of
maybe,
these
some
square
brimstone.
things. That's
Oh, thank you. All right, let me tell you. So down below here, and he shows you like a picture of a bunch of desks and scrolls everywhere, and a lot of shades just working. That's the bureaucratic center, the largest employer in the underworld. We have 3 administrative departments: the Department of Punishments, the Department of Ledgers, and the Department of Information. A bunch of people work here, of course. Keeps the city running, keeps all of the other companies running Tartarus their information. And he spills a bunch of numbers about how many souls work there, and like it's 24/7, and a bunch of things that's not that relevant to you. All right, and then
question.
any questions? Yeah, sure.
The Department of Information, does that hold information on just the dead or the living also?
Oh no, that would be the Department of Ledgers. The Department of Information is the
yes.
one that information is maybe a weird name for it, but it's the one that runs the actual city around us, Tartarus, right?
Ah, okay. So the Department of Ledgers then?
Yeah,
Just the dead or the dead and the living?
Usually, it depends. I don't know actually. I think.
Yeah,
I've
is it
heard
checks and
about-
balances or just receipts?
Like it's this is hell, so probably both.
Cool, good to know. Thank you. Carry on.
Yeah. Everything is sorted in triplicate down there. All right. Then we have beneath that we have the Department of Mysteries. The Department of Mysteries was created for Hades and Hela on their wedding day by a mad designer, a mad arcane designer who wanted to give them a realm of mysteries, and also a place that you can store all of the weird, dangerous items that you can't really, that you can't really have anywhere else. Hydra has a library down there and tries to catalog all the items, but it's always changed. It's a bit weird down there. And of course, it's also where the janitor and the jailer live. So you see like 2 pictures of identical squid people. And they're somehow like a little celebrity-ish as well. People take a bunch of photos of the pictures of them. Yeah, it is said that there's a very secret entrance to the Realm of Lamentation down there in the Department of Mysteries, but somehow there was made a giant, weird, mad puzzle to get in there. So, yeah, usually we just let the Lamentation spirits do their thing, and we don't go in there ourselves.
Right.
And then the Realm of Lamentations, and you just see like pictures of a bunch of people suffering in different ways. Yeah, mostly bound to the individuals who end up down there. The worst hell is like personalized for everybody. We do a lot of work all of the punishment imps do a lot of work to make sure that people have it the worst possible way. So be happy you're not in there. And like people like kind of nod. All right, if you want to go further on, I'll go to show you all the torture implements over here.
I promise you, this part is worth staying for. I mean, we have all day anyway, right?
You actually have to check into work soon, you and Rick, right?
Ah, right. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, maybe we should move on, I suppose.
Yes. Maybe. Just although, do you actually have to punch in, or is it just a case of be seen around the office?
There's
You definitely.
there's like punch in desk where you kind of go in. But that is where Rick could maybe get you through, right?
Good to know.
So you don't need to sneak down there, right? You can just walk down there if you want to. You can also try to sneak.
We could go to the Department of Ledgers. If you guys want some information, I'm sure they got it. Also, I can make a trick. I have sometimes walked down there to correct mistakes that sometimes I get people that has always been already been punished, so I can't punish them again. So I know a guy down there I can talk to if you guys maybe want some information.
Good to know. Lead the way.
What floor was the Department of Ledgers on again?
B1, and I think
B1,
we'll go down there. So do you go down the stairs or?
Yeah.
As you go down the stairs to basement 1, you see you get into like an entry hall with 3 pillars on each side, and I'm going to activate the map here with your tokens on it. And I'm
going to minor illusion a clipboard and quill and just pretend I'm taking very important looking inspection-y type notes the entire time, so I look like I'm in place.
You see a hallway ahead with a bunch of shades standing in line, with a big desk with like kind of an administrative shade, kind of writing down when people come in, and next to it is a it's a weird entity. It's just a big ring of fire with a bunch of swords floating around and like an eye in the middle, basically. So and then you can see, I guess, some. And Rick knows that up there's also a bunch of guards. This is like the check-in desk, where the shades or the people working here will kind of check in when they arrive. Just walking around here where you are is not suspicious. But walking around other places that might be restricted or otherwise might be suspicious, right?
So, GM,
Torgen.
I would like to use a contact in the Ledgers department. A guy named Bartholomew. That he helps me to get the punishment contracts. So time, place, name. Can we find him down here?
Yeah, you can. You know that it is that the Department of Ledgers is when you come to the entry hall up ahead. That is to the right and then down.
Can I take the party down there?
You can at least try to like you can usually get in by going up to the desk and saying when you have an errand. So if you can convince the person at the desk, yeah, you can definitely take them.
We should probably also check in while we're here and our work and all that. Which I assume would be at this desk, right?
Who's the big flamey eye man?
Oh, that one, Rick. That is a kind of celestial spirit. Um,
We call
the
him
guy
Celeste.
and he's basically like a celestial jailer kind of thing.
Right.
So you
Well,
all
I mean,
go
lead the way. Yeah,
all of the
I'll follow 'em.
after. So are you just waiting in line for the shades ahead of you?
Boss, I love
All
it.
right.
Love waiting in line.
Listen, this is part of the job. It's gonna take at least an hour. Just let it happen.
It's the
I'm
best
moving.
wait.
Oh, let's try that again. All right. Press
Oh.
delete by accident. All
Oh,
right.
of course. Okay.
You guys get up. The kind of line shortens as the shades ahead of you kind of check in. It takes some time. I'm going to get you up in so you can see the room here. All right. When you come in, you see there's four of these skeleton kind of guys, the Philaskia. On the right here, you see a door with like a little icon of a like a stick figure and a little stick figure with kind of a dress on, and then a stick figure with only one eye, and then a stick figure that is not a stick figure but just like it looks like a slime shape kind of thing, and then an iconogram of a shade, right? So that's probably the bathrooms on the right, and on the left it says storage restricted on it.
And
You
how
do
noisy is
anything?
it in this kind of
Well,
this
pretty
sort of
noisy.
reception?
Like,
You know,
apart from all
okay.
the things you can see here, there's also just a bunch of people. There's also just a bunch of people milling about, and that is pretty noisy.
And how this is going to be a daft question. How corporeal are these shades? Are they like full on sort of wispy ghosts type things, or are they vaguely humanoid?
You probably couldn't push through them, but they wouldn't. They're not very heavy. I think it's more.
Okay. And do I notice them carrying ID cards or any form of identification to mark them out as workers here?
No, they don't actually. They're just wearing kind of suits and ties and hats, and they have like
Okay.
kind of briefcases with them.
Well, we're gonna wait until it's our turn.
Right after a short while, you the shades ahead of you are done, and you come up, and the shade ahead of you looks at you, and the flaming ball of fire looks at you, and from the flaming ball of fire says, "Name, please."
Hey Celeste, I'm Rick. This is Torgen. We would like to. We would like to put on some new subcontractors for the punishment department. So we thought about inquire, the big man, and maybe just show them a bit around. I have some dealings down in the ledger department. Maybe we can go down there. Rick throws his head around his shoulder and
winks
to
go-
the rest of the guys.
Go ahead and give me a deception with advantage, as they know.
We're on secondment from the realm of nightmares. There may have been a memo.
There are so many
Sorry.
memos.
So many. Nice.
You get 17 in your deception. He looks back at you. Subcontractors, you say? Ah, new recruits. Have they been sworn into your creed, Master?
It's
Ah,
they all love the queen, I'm sure.
Can't get enough of her.
You have given me so many postcards with the Queen. Sometimes I look at it. They are some of my only worldly possessions. And he looks down at the shade, number 9704. We should probably make some visitors' badges for these subcontractors. You, and he points at Oust, come up here.
Yes. Thank you.
Like, oh, there's just one of the swords kind of floats around and points at you. And you you go up to the desk.
Yep.
And you see like the eye kind of looks at you with the kind of very, very directly. What
Hello.
is your name?
Prax. Trickless. Prax Trickless, full name. Sorry. Yes. Prax M Trickless if we're going for initials.
Prax Trickless. And
Yes.
what was your occupation prior to the insurance salesperson?
You know, sometimes you have those nightmares where you kind of wake up, where you're in the middle of perhaps a workplace or a school environment, and you realize you got no trousers on. I used to architect those nightmares.
Oh, you did? Go
Yes.
ahead and give me a deception roll.
I'm just gonna check something, whether I can use my commanding presence for this. I can't remember if it's deception as well. Okay, I'm gonna use my my commanding presence to get advantage. Is it advantage or an additional thing on that?
You get a plus
It's
8 to that.
So whatever I roll on this, please be good. That's a 19, so that's a 27.
Oh, really? I'm such a big fan of you then. I have heard
Stop.
a lot of these mortals complain about the nightmares of being pantsless. I myself cannot.
You should see.
As I'm a floating ball of fire.
You should see what the other two do. Honestly, you'll wet your swords. It's disgusting.
Oh, really? And he looks at Rick, or he looks at Nogalatheus. You two, come up here.
As he does that, I do exactly the same thing that Rick did. Turn around and just, and then just walk to the side with the visitor's badge.
You, small gnome, what do you do in the Department of Nightmares?
I'm a researcher, a wizard of sorts. I use arcane magics to, well, you might say I torture people with them.
You might say so.
Well, I've been known to throw a fireball or two. Burning things, I guess.
Ah, the old bird alive in your own house, then. Is that it?
Whatever you say, yes.
Yes, I'm a fire-related entity, so I enjoy such things. He just gives you the lanyard. Here.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Safis.
Which one of them?
Just Safis.
He's no relation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man, I just thought, that's embarrassing. Just write Sophie. Like the shade gives you an ID badge to put in. And you, one of the swords points at Theus. Come up here.
I am Ricky Red.
Oh, go ahead and give me a deception roll right away. We'll just see what happens here.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Aha! You know me! I'm about to control everything here now!
Hey man, Ricky, you're coming for the card game later.
Maybe, if I have time. Because, you know, my job, verbally and physically assaulting the staff.
I see.
Plotting world domination.
I didn't know you wanted to get into subcontracting, but sure. That sounds great. Yeah, give Ricky the lanyard. Yeah, they give you. All right, and he kind of.
Thank you for getting us through so quickly. I will put in a good word next time you visit Dot Whitney.
Yes, thank you. And he kind of points over here at the bathroom door and says, "Now would be a good time if you need to wait more in queue." So, what do you do?
Rick, lead the way. I think we're all badged up now.
Department of Ledgers, looking for Bartholomew, my contact.
Yes.
Part of Ledgers is down this hallway to the right.
I'm gonna tweak my mask of many faces, so I have a jacket which has like a little clip for the badge, and just says contractor on the back. Subcontractor.
If you want to go somewhere, you have to move your tokens, guys.
Sorry. Yep. Right. Right or left?
I believe
You
it's
know,
on the
it's-
right.
It's down here to your right, Rick.
Oh, I have to go via that door. Why is it won't let me go through? There we go.
All right. So as you come in, is it the department head that you know, Rick, or is it just one of the bureaucrats?
It's one of the bureaucrats.
The department head, as you come in, I guess I'm just going to stop you there, and I'm going to bring you guys down here. All right. As you come in, Rick, with the others, the department head kind of swivels on like a wooden chair on a swivel. Hello? Oh, Rick, it is you again.
Yes.
And you recognize this is department head number 3, who's in charge of the Department of Ledgers. What can I do for you?
I just need to talk to Bartholomew. You know.
You know, he is not on his break. We very much value order and efficiency here at the Department of Ledgers. So why would you disturb him now when you could come back in the 2-minute break you have?
Oh, it's work.
What kind of work?
Important work.
Go ahead and give
Sorry,
me a roll.
it's induction based. We're new here. We're subcontractors. You probably got the memo.
Ah, yes, of course, the memo.
You know the
Go ahead
memo.
and give me.
So
Go. I'll say you can do the deception roll, Oust, for you and Ray.
fuck. I'm gonna use my inspiration, which apparently I have from last session.
Yes.
Oh fuck, that's a 15.
All right, I'm going to. It looks at you. Ah, yes, the memo. Of course, I missed nothing down here. We, yes. Okay, if it's an important business, I guess you could go down and see Bartholomew. You know, Bartholomew is in the cubicle down here, Rick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You go down there alone, or do you all go down? There's like a small corridor of people, and there's cubicles on each side, bunch of books and scrolls and ledgers in there. All of these shades just working tirelessly, writing things down and organizing their things. And they have like some tubes, some pneumatic tubes that just suck in scrolls and they go in and out. As you go down there, the shade that you know as Bartholomew looks at you.
Hey, Bartholomew.
It waves at you.
I would say nice to see you, but you're almost gone. So, nice.
It nods sadly.
Okay. Here's the deal. I need some information, and I'm not sure my clearance level is high enough. But you know, I could. Yeah. Maybe you can help out. I need information on this guy who's on one of the personal held demi-planes.
It looked.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
While he's doing that, I just want to kind of look back up the corridor and just see whether the guy that we were speaking to previously looks suspicious, like he just kind of ummed off what I said to him, or whether he actually believed it, kind of thing. Just
Or
check he's
give
not
me
raising any
insight roll.
alarm. Sure. This will go well. 18.
You, as you look at him, you can see that he rolled a natural three on his wisdom check, so he thinks you checks out, right?
Just do that normal kind of look
Yeah.
between co-workers from the other side of the room. So
He's much no. He nods at you, and he takes up a piece of paper saying "memo" to prove to you that he actually is doing his job. Rick, you rolled a 20 for the persuasion, and Bartholomew looks a little defeated, and it gives you like a scroll. Kind of brings it or like kind of pushes it towards you, and you know that he wants the name.
Could someone that knows this guy's name maybe write it?
Ricky Rat knows the name.
We are looking for Bjorn for this.
Oh, Bartholomew doesn't speak, so you have to write it on the
Okay.
note.
I will
Yes.
write the name of my best friend Bjorn Wilson.
The shade takes it, looks at it, and begins to kind of look through a bunch of scrolls. Opens up a scroll, closes it down, and then another, and then just like a big ledger that opens up, and he goes to V, and then and you can see sometimes like the lines between these kind of opens up, and then like there's a new name, but all the information around the name is not filled in. So that's the whole deal with the ledgers, right? And he finds Wilderson Bjorn, and it looks down there, and then he writes on the same paper. He writes he writes a number, a kind of a library code. So if you come to a library, you would know where to look.
Well, thank you. Does anyone need anyone else's name? Because this is probably the last time I can do this.
The shade kind of puts its arms on its side, looking a bit offended.
Can we
Would
just...
any of our names be in there, or is it just for the?
Can you just give a check? Can you look for... Now that I think about it, she never told me her full name, but just in general, can you look for Pandora?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Theus. Not that it's going to matter. Oh, 31. Okay.
I'm rolling also, like, I just want to say I'm also rolling above 10, so...
You get another library number with the Pandora person.
I'm gonna write
one?
my name down there as well. Just pass it over. I wanna check something.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. The difficulty increases the more you get this guy to fuck around.
I thought we were just
Okay,
here
that-
for your friend.
This is more tourism. 22.
Looks through the ledger, can't find your name.
I kind of look. Oh, well, that's typical, isn't it? And then just kind of look back around.
Cool. Yeah, you now got the library numbers for this guy. Now you need to figure out a way to get to the basement. To the
I
basement
think
level two.
maybe this was my heist point. I think I
No.
got all of
This is
the-
just your contact.
Oh, okay.
You getting to here. That is just being Rick. Now, if you get to something special, that's a heist point, right?
Okay, cool.
So these were freebies because Rick is a celebrity down here.
Mhm.
So, where do you guys want to go? You
Where's the
have already
library?
been. You have a library is in the realm or the Department of Mysteries.
Department of Mysteries, it is.
Will
The
we
Department
know
of Mysteries
where the
is in
entrance
the
is?
next level down.
Yeah.
So, Rick, you've been around here. You think it's up in the end of this area, but but the entryway is guarded, and they won't just let you down there. So you have to figure out a way to get down there. You could also go around and explore. What you know is that up here, or like in the edges of the map, you have kind of the departments. In the center of the map, you kind of have some boss offices, and I think there might be a storage room and a bathroom. And you seem to remember that up in the northern edge of the map, that's around there where the stairway is, but it's not somewhere where people go usually, right? Only like special researchers or kind of VIP guests, so the bosses go down there.
Okay, if I just walk around, will you tell me if I'm entering any area that is
Yeah, I'm going to
restricted
take you
or off
up.
limits or something?
I'm going to take you up through this hallway here. 1 second. As let me see, and I'm going to show you before you move. You can kind of make a decision. There and there. So down here, can you see my my blue thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So down here is like that's some offices and the storage unit. Up here, it's the business only kind of entryway to the stairway. So that's up north here. So you can choose to, and in here that's the Department of Information. Oh, sorry, not the Department of Punishments. So you could choose to go in there. Yeah, you could basically you could split up and look for clues. You could just go through and see if you can get if you can power through. It's up to you.
So just to be clear, the top door that leads to where the stairway would be, that's not somewhere where people just wander around. That's kind of off limits.
Yeah, up here is kind of off limits. Like if you just come and chat to the guard, they won't kill you or anything, right? But going through there is not usual, right? So that would be a challenge to get past the guards there.
Well, new hires, I think with your little guest pass, we should probably have a look around while we are still in the clear, right? Before we make any drastic choices.
Certainly. Punishments first?
I think the way
Department
we're
of.
doing this is I'm just going to put you guys in initiative. And we'll see if that works for... just going to... Yeah, you can go in and roll your initiative and we'll just go through that kind of... we'll see what you guys want to do, okay?
All right.
Start of the day, just in case, I gave everyone, like always,
This is not combat, so this is just for you guys.
no, but just general, so I don't forget that. That's everyone has gift of alacrity.
Sure.
So we are. Okay,
But you don't need to roll it now because it's not in...
Yeah, I
there's not
just
going
want
be
to say,
anyone else,
like,
but-
because this thing like lasts like the whole day essentially.
Yeah,
Just want to have it done.
makes sense. I'm going to roll initiative for you, Theus. All right. Torgen, what do you do? Where do you want to go?
What did you say again? That how do I point on the map?
This
What
is
was the room
this,
next to Theus?
this one or the hallway?
The one to the left of Theus.
That's some offices and a storage room and some toilets down there. And in here is the Department of Punishments.
And would I know what's like then the left side of this floor in the opposite direction of where we went? So
Yeah,
down here, would I know what there is in that direction?
Yeah, that's the Department of Information, and there's some other offices, and there's also a storage area. But that's like the general layout, right?
Right. I think Torgen would just have a look in the storage room, then the one to the left of Theus.
Right. So if you go up to the left and then down the hall, you see two squares down. You see a door on the left-hand side, and you go ahead and open that, and I'll describe that, and we'll go to the next turn.
All right.
So you see like a dark storage room with a bunch of like warehouse racks everywhere. All right, Rick, what are you doing?
I'd like to go to my boss's office.
Your boss is to the right from you. He's in here in the Department of Punishments. You see a big office. You see him sitting up here in his. He has like a nook up there. And as you approach, you see him talking to a mummy and a kobold and and what looks like a vampire, and they're discussing a book. It's called Atlas Shrugged. It's on the table in front of them. As the kobold kind of looks at it and says, "Yip yip." The mummy says, "Rrr." The vampire is like, "Yes, I really enjoyed this premise of the hierarchy. It's very good." Yeah. So, what do you do when you come up there, Rick?
Boss, I just here to pick up my new cases. Ready for a new week.
And the department head one kind of looks towards you. Rick, good to see you. But why didn't you just get it at the front office as usual? Is there some good reason that you're coming in here for me? Is anything wrong?
No. Well, then I just missed them. Gotta break some legs today.
Oh, I see. Yeah. What can I? Do you want a? I always have a cup of sugar water for my busy little bee, my best performing worker, and he gives you like a cup with sugar water in it.
Thank you. Rick's gonna down it all, and then he's gonna be like,
now you say it. He takes out like a scroll from under his chair. Maybe this would be of interest to you.
Is it a high-profile one?
Oh, it's a personal one for you.
Oh, great. Wait, gimme.
He gives you the scroll, and next turn. Nargo, what are you doing?
Guess I'll just follow Rick. See what he's up to.
Sure. You see this exchange happening. Oust, are you following any of the others, or?
Would I have got an impression just from general conversation or from asking Torgan or Rick what the storage cupboard just inside the door before the
They don't know.
before the desk would have been? They wouldn't have known.
No, yeah. The
one opposite the toilets.
All manner of things that there isn't room for in the Department of Mysteries either. Contraband. That's a bunch of weird shit.
Contraband, so it's not a stationary cupboard then, by any means.
No.
That's good to know. Okay. I will follow Torgan in that case, whom I can't see because he's disappeared off the map for me.
Yeah, I'm going to move you up there.
Oh.
All right, and you also see the storage room. And what about you, Theus? Then.
Can I just take a look of? So there are guards to the basement 3, where the realms of lamentation is, right?
Yeah, if you go up here, you can have a peek at them.
And we are in the basement 2, in
Your
the
basement
Department of
1.
Mysteries.
No, you're in basement 1.
We haven't.
You need to get to basement 2, Department of Mysteries.
Bureaucracy,
Yeah, and
mysteries, lamentation.
Okay, and the guards are standing in front of that.
Yeah, the guards
To
are
Department
up to the north. Yeah, to the Department of Mysteries, where you need to
Okay,
go.
good. Can I just take a look, like?
Yeah, you can just go up and like look around the corner if you want.
Where are they? I can't see anything.
Can you see them now?
Oh, these are the
Okay,
guards.
so-
The deal still.
yeah.
Okay. Good. Just waving hi. Like how do they react?
Oh, hello, Ricky. How are you?
Always. My plan for world domination is going very well.
Oh, bought another film studio, have you?
Oh, DreamWorks can't escape me forever.
Ah, no. They will rue the day they said no to your last offer, Mr. Rat.
Anyways, are you checking in here? Are you always here?
Yes. I have no perception of time. The fourth dimension to me is everywhere.
Sounds good. See you later. And I just step
See
out.
you at the poker game tonight. And just step back. All right. Next one up will be, and I think we'll just group you together now. So Aust and Torgen. You see this room. You see there's a bunch of kind of that crates and bags and stuff in there.
Yeah, Token kind of just turns to Oust. I honestly don't know what they keep in here, but I kind of figured if we're going to do this right, we might as well see if we can find something useful.
Couldn't agree more. Well, check around, see if nobody's looking at us, and if they're not, then I'll check the door, see if it's locked. If it is,
Door's
then we're
open
screwed.
right now.
Cool. Yeah, we'll walk in then, start perusing.
Assuming
Go ahead.
I assume we don't hear anyone inside, right? Or are there any
Yeah.
people in this area?
No, you can't hear anyone right now, at least.
I'll step on in.
Yeah, you go in. It's dusty in here, and as you go down there, there's just like a kind of it's just a dead end there. So, Aus, if you go down there to the end, then I would like both of you to make a perception roll.
Sure. Perception roll. 15.
22.
All right, so Thomas, you were where are you doing the perception? Where Aus is or down here?
I mean, is this just the same throughout the entire room, or what exactly is being kept in here?
Yeah, that's the perception roll. So
okay,
here
sorry.
is
Then
one
I would
thing,
have
and then
started.
this area
Okay.
is another thing.
I would start at the bottom then, the other dead end.
You kind of look through. You begin to rummage through a bunch of things, and you find a lot of weird. Like this is just mostly left things left behind, like kind of briefcases that people forgot, or see a bunch of train tickets for some reason. Bag filled with like almost completely rotted away fish, and then you find a scroll. You find a scroll of daylight.
All right, I'll pocket that.
And what you see when you come around with dark vision, you see a very large kind of chair just put up against the wall with a bunch of boxes piled on top of it. It seems to be made of metal. You can see like big drag marks on the floor where it has been moved to either side.
So, sorry, just to go again. So there's big metal chair, and the chair looks like it's been moved from side to side previously.
Yeah, and also like in front, it's been moved and it looks very heavy, so that's why
it's just been moved around. Okay.
Yeah.
From where I am, or I guess if I'm moving at all, do I see what's behind this chair? Is it just wall? Like how big is the chair?
That's interesting. It's completely like it's almost like it's glued to the wall. That's weird. Chairs don't do that usually. It's heavy. I think it's at least it's at least 5 or 6 foot in either dimension, and it's like 8 foot high, tall, right?
The seat of the chair itself,
Old,
cushioned or
yeah,
otherwise,
kind of dusty, yeah, cushioned.
does it look, if it's dusty, does it look used recently? Does it look well worn? The actual seat itself, rather than the legs.
No.
So cool.
And with that, we'll
Interesting.
go on to Rick and Nongle. Nongle, you just saw this department head give this the scroll to Rick.
Yeah, I'll search around, like just take a glance around the room, see if I, like I don't know exactly what we're looking for, but I'll look for anything that kind of stands out. Like maybe one of these shades that like is, paying too much attention to us or whatnot.
Go ahead and give me a perception or an investigation roll, your choice.
Perception. I'll do investigation. It's a 13. Rolls a 2. Jeez.
Bunch of it doesn't seem like any of the shades are like kind of looking too hard at you.
Okay. Good.
There's a bunch of, but it seems like there's a bunch of kind of notes in the middle and a bunch of, as you can see to your right, there's just a big old pile of bookcases just everywhere. So definitely some information down here, but picking out anything right here is just a needle in a haystack.
Okay.
So while you're looking around, Rick, what are you doing?
Reading the scroll.
You open the scroll. You see the name on the. You see the name on the top is Torgen Varum. Torgen, for how long have you not been paying your extended warranty?
God, it's probably been at least 10 years.
Yeah, extended 10 years. It had fallen between chairs. That's why we hadn't picked it up yet. But here, you know this one, right?
Yeah. Rick is looking stunned beyond the walls and the office, just into the void.
Just like flashback eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I will say, Noggle, you probably noticed this as well. And I don't think Rick is trying to hide the scroll, so you can also read that. All right, Theus.
What did I see when I saw the two guardians there behind them?
Go and give me a perception roll for last round. You saw there's like a big door, like the kind of magical door that you also saw at the entrance. You don't know what it does, but you would probably guess like it prohibits entrance. Then you saw the big skeleton and the angel. They are playing a card game, kind of board. It looks like they've probably been there for ages, literally, just making sure that no one gets through. It looks very boring.
Like any way, like the magic, like did it have to be dispelled to enter that, or?
You don't know. You wouldn't have any idea about those entry portals. But you saw that the ones you went through down here at the reception kind of reacted to your lanyard.
To my what?
Lanyard, the one you got at the entry desk, like kind of the guest pass. So so you think when you look at it with this high perception roll as well as a wisdom check, I will say that I was think that there has to be someone with access. If you could steal their lanyards, you could probably get down there or just go walk through.
Okay, I will try to go back to the group and tell them that. I don't know where they are currently.
You know that Token and Oust went down here, and Rick and Nongle went in there.
Okay, good. Token, Nongle. Which door? I don't know.
This door, the one that's open.
Okay, good.
All right, cool.
Rick,
Nongle.
Rick, Nongle. Okay, I think I have an idea. We just have to find the one with the lanyards to open up the door to the Department of Mysteries. If we can like steal from them, or like borrow or convince them, then we might gain access to the mystery of Department of Mysteries. this was my turn.
All right. And actually, I will say that Torgin, Aust, and Theus, you guys go at the same time again now, so you guys can react to whatever Theus said.
Fierce was talking to Nungle and Rick, I thought.
Yeah, but he went into your room, so.
Well, not Rick, because like I went to the first room that I saw.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was going to do before I realised that, so you said there was boxes all over this chair. I'm hyperfixating on the chair at the moment. I'm going to move the boxes off and just examine the chair for any, going out on a limb, mechanisms, carvings, runes, inscription, and how it is welded, bolted onto the wall itself. I just want to sort of deep, thorough investigation of the chair itself.
These, you hear a bunch of boxes being removed. Torgin steps up next to you, or you can't see Torgin because he's in darkness. So.
Oh, is it completely dark in here?
Yeah, it is.
I kind of just walk up and tap Theus on the shoulder.
I guess you can turn it off as well if you want to.
It probably would be very awkward to work in a place like this if you couldn't be seen.
Yeah.
All right. So what was that about a pass? Did they have it at the gates?
The lanyard? No, what? The
lanyard.
How is it spelled? Like I have never heard like this. I think I have never heard the expression lanyard.
It's like a rope you tie your key, like rope you tie your keys to.
Okay, good. The lanyard.
Yeah.
So someone has the lanyard to gain access to the Department of Mysteries. I don't know who that is, so Torg, you might have an idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it only the highest, people in charge that would have this, or would I know anyone in particular that might have this?
Probably the department heads and above.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to steal from, persuade someone of rather high standing if we want to get one of those. I don't think we're really
go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I'll say while you're talking, I would just like Aust to give me an investigation roll.
28.
Is this like the fourth or fifth natural 20 you rolled since you've been in hell?
Yeah, just don't mention it, and it might keep happening. I'm just wondering, like, if we bring it up, it might jinx it. So
yeah, but maybe it's because we're in hell. Like as soon as it's
maybe,
like upside down,
it's the upside down. Yeah,
it's upside down, like in Stranger Things.
There is no mechanism here. The chair is just big and heavy. It's made of swords that has kind of been melded together somehow. It just suits the wall really well. As you push on it, you kind of really find a good place, and you just push the chair aside. You see there's like kind of what looks like the entrance to some kind of maintenance tunnel behind it. Do you want to do what? There's like a grate on top of it. Do you want to remove the grate?
Absolutely.
All right. You stare into like a hallway or a crawl space behind the chair. You say anything? You can hear the others talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my head around the corner. Also, this is just just for the sake of mechanics. Would my devil sight affect whether I could see Torgin or not in the types of darkness he's in?
Torgin
I don't believe so, because it'd be the other way around. Because he's invisible in dim light, whereas I can just see in every kind of light.
In every kind of darkness, yeah. So
okay. But I'd see Theos anyway. I was go. Just hearing what you said, may have found a slightly different way in. If you well, I'm happy to have a look if you want to keep guard for a second. And I'll kind of just sort of point back round the corner towards this maintenance hatch.
Well, by all means, let's have a look. I think I'm not, unlike Rick, I'm not so good with convincing folks here, but at least I can be quiet. And then I'll also, as I walk up, cast a Pass Without a Trace on the three of us.
How does it look when Torgin casts Pass Without a Trace?
I think as Theus walked into the room and, Torgin kind of just materializes out of darkness as he turns off his invisibility, he'll kind of just huddle around them. All right, this might feel a little bit weird, and you'll kind of see the shadows start to extend and kind of move on their own and kind of start to just wrap around them like a little blanket, and they kind of start to fade from vision. This should help a little bit with staying on the side.
You feel very stealthy, all of you, but you still haven't told Rick or Noggle that this is here. And talking about Devil, Noggle, Rick looks stunned as he looks at this scroll. Noggle?
What's going on, Rick? What's up with the scroll?
Rick's showing you
Pentatonic, or-
the name.
What's the name on the page? On the scroll?
Torgen.
Someone you know, I assume.
You know Torgen too. It's Anton's character, right?
Yeah, but like, why is it on the page? What's this mean? It's got his name on it.
His work.
He's what do you mean his work?
You know what I do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. His work.
You need to do that to him.
Yes.
Noggle will kind of get out of earshot, and I'll cast a message towards Torgen. A message cantrip.
Yeah.
Torgen, we need to speak to you. Where are you?
Oh, we will. Wait, how many words do I have for this?
2 sentences.
It's a
is what
message.
yeah.
I'm with Aust and Theas. Sure, I'll come on by. Just give us a moment.
I'll send the message again. I'll meet you back at the intersection where we were. I'll go back there. Come, Rick.
Are you grabbing Rick or yeah?
Well, if Rick wants to go, right? I mean, I don't know if like he needs to execute the orders immediately, which might be a bad idea. So.
I'll come along and say to you while we're walking. But he's my only friend.
Is there a time limit when you have to execute these orders?
Yes, there's, but it's not it's within a couple of days, right?
I usually do them sometimes before they run out, or sometimes before they even are. I'm the best employee.
Well, you do it sometimes. That doesn't mean you have to do it immediately. Let's discuss things first.
Okay, do you go out and meet them at the intersection, or?
Yes,
Go ahead,
yes,
Rick.
I'll move on out.
If you want to say anything, now's the time, Rick.
Can I move?
Yeah, you guys can move too if you want to.
No, I cannot move. Like literally, like what?
Oh, what about now?
Okay. Oh, it's the wall. Okay, I have to go around that.
I will just go at Fierce if he's leaving. I'll just go, keep me updated.
You have
I'm
a
gonna
way
check
to
this.
contact us. We have no way of talking with each other.
I have message. If you don't, do you have
Don't
message?
have message. I don't use message.
I have message.
Nongle does though. If you need anything and I need anything, then I'll contact him.
Yeah.
And I will stay in here, and whilst they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm going to explore this.
Just in case, so you're not alone, I will create my illusion of a little yellow dog, long snout, black tail.
The dog Uranus.
Uranus. This is the same name I just found. This is the same name I thought. Uranus.
That
Yeah,
is terrifying. but thank
I put a mini Uranus next to him, just in case he's not alone. Oh, this is my dog.
Good. Okay.
Talking
Ugh.
and Theus, you come out. You see Nongle and Drake. Drake is clearly looking a bit stunned.
Torben kind of just walks up, looking very confused as he didn't get a lot of context. Well, what's going on? What's the problem?
Turn around the paper to show the name. You never paid.
I mean, everyone has something that they're stuck up on in hell. That's my way here, Rick. Come on, that's not a surprise. Do you really think everyone pays all their debts and we would all be shades?
You what? Did you do this so I should finish you off? Because that's not what friends do.
Look,
Have you really given up?
it's been a lot of attempts to get out, and it has not been a lot of success. This is by far the, I want to say dumbest, let's go with bravest plan we've had so far. And let's look at it like this. If this plan works, then that contract doesn't matter. You're not going to chase me out of hell, are you? That's not how this works.
Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage on top of that token.
Oh no. Ah yes, my strong suit. That's a 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Just you can respond, Rick.
So this is your last chance.
I mean, with what we're planning right now, I kind of think we're in deeper trouble than just paperwork if this goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Then that's only all in.
If anything, this just means that now we have a bigger reason to get this done, right? I mean, I want out, and you want to help me. Look, we'll get this done. I know the other hundreds of attempts failed, but I'm sure that this will be the one.
You have to promise me. If you see the queen, tell her I love her.
I'm pretty sure she knows. But sure, I could not possibly miss her. The mental image is scarred into my brain for better or worse, so sure.
That was very beautiful, guys. You haven't told them about the passageway that was supposed to be very hard to find.
Oh, well, this was slightly distracting. But,
Yeah.
Speaking of doing things that's not allowed and doing things that's going to get us into trouble, I think the Oust, I think his name was, found some sort of passage back there, which is definitely not supposed to be found so easily, but we're going to go investigate it. I'm not sure what you two are planning, but let's see what we can find, yes?
We go with you guys.
I'm going to just bunch you up over at the crawl space here.
It was a quite technical question because I've never used this spell. Is Pass Without a Trace aura, or will I have to recast it for everyone to get it?
You would have to recast it, but I will allow you
No,
to. just-
feel a shadows and silence radiates
Oh,
from
wait.
you, masking your companions from
Oh,
detection.
yeah, it's right. It's actually it's an aura concentration. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
So if anything, I would have lost it when you moved away.
Yeah,
You would have
right,
lost
okay.
it.
Alright, just for the sake of everyone getting the benefit, but yeah, we'll head back.
Right. The others enter. Oust, how are you looking when they return with the weird illusion dog?
Well, firstly, and this could be a straight no. Would I have any of the normal magicite on me? This is a
roll it up.
question to kind of everybody, really. I know Nongol was carrying the bulk of it. I did.
I never used that, so I don't know.
Well, quick question, Nongle, would you keep all the magicite in the bag of holding?
No, it's on my person.
Go ahead and give me a luck check Just D20 roll. If you roll more than 18, you manage to pocket some of it.
Oh, if anyone, I'm not hoarding it or anything, right? If anyone wants it.
No, but to the same extent, I didn't ask you for any in the first place, so it was just on the off chance.
Right.
15, so no, I don't. In which case, I would have. I just want to check inside. I don't want to like walk that far in, very stealthily, albeit as stealthily as I could be. I just want to kind of, because it looks like it curves around. I just want to kind of poke my way, sort of up to that corner and round, and just look down until everybody comes back.
Go ahead and do that.
Okay. Cool.
It continues down. You have to be like on almost on all fours. There might be a little glimmer of light at the end down here.
I'm not going to move further down. I'm just going to wait until these guys come back through.
You see Oust's butt sticking out of the crawl space.
How tiny is this crawl space exactly? Like,
For a normal human-sized person, you would have to be on all fours. I think Noggle and Rick could probably almost stand upright in there. And you would probably also have to be on all fours, or just like really, really low, right?
Really hunched.
Yeah, really hunched.
Okay, so I'm kind of backing my ass out of this maintenance
Yeah,
hatch
it's
as
the
they
other
come
end.
back in. Sort of just
Yeah.
covered in dust. Like, well, that's going to play havoc with my allergies. Nongle, while we're here, don't suppose I could have some magicite of you? I'm running a bit low on saffron.
You're muted.
Sure, how much do we need?
I will just check whether it's 50 or 25 gold. Basically, I need enough to cover the components for True Sight or True Seeing, but I can't remember if it's 50 or 25. I think it's 25. No spells, folks. True Seeing is 25, just 25 gold pieces worth.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I will take that, and I'm going to what's it called? I'm fucking lost today. Excuse me. I'm going to Mystic Arcanum True Seeing on myself.
Right.
For the next hour. Just so I can see any secret doors hidden by magic seen to the ethereal plane, and I have just general true sight up to a range of 120 feet, which is the same as my dark vision.
Sure. All right. You don't see anything
right.
right now, but if you
That's right. It's just it's up for the next hour. Yeah. Yeah. It's just it rang a bell. So there's definitely light at the end of this tunnel, which in hell is ironic. But maybe I'm not the stealthiest person to go and have a look down there. Perhaps. Well, Torgen, you seem to have a good mixture of stealth and perceptiveness. Perhaps you'd like to take a look.
well, if you want to split up, I could have a look at. Sure, by all means. Just get your ass out of the way, and I'll have a look.
I will scoot further out and make way for Torgen.
So yeah, I guess
I actually have to do that, don't I?
No, I moved in.
Up at the end, there's like a small grate out at a place. You see the same kind of marking of a big tree, and then you see the stairs down behind it. I guess you crawled all the way out to peek out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see what exactly is in this room.
Nothing. It looks like. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Do I also have to roll stealth, or just perception?
Go ahead and give me a stealth as well, but it's going to be very easy. Especially when you have plus 10. Yeah.
Natural 20 for 33.
You see this carving is kind of lit a little bit, and over here you see the light of the angelic jailers. But over here is dark. The stairs are dark. You think that you at least could probably just shadow step over there, and they wouldn't know. If the others had any kind of means of that kind of short distance teleportation. You could just one by one crawl to the end and then just go.
And just so I'm clear, what exactly was it that the lanyard was needed for?
If you were, if you had a high security lanyard, you could just go like walk in.
Ah, right. Okay, I think I'll crawl my way back and relay what I saw. Also, I assume that the grade that I ended up at can also be like physically removed, like the one that we just removed. But that would be a lot more obvious.
that might be a more difficult stealth roll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back and relay this. I don't again know exactly what I want to escape capital of, but there's at least a pretty clear line of vision to the stairs that we want to get down at the end of that grade.
I'm going to just take you in one by one, so you have the what's it called?
The fog of war.
The fog of war with you as well, so you know what he's trying to describe, right? All right, there you go. You should be able to see you now, right? This appears the stairs. There.
Okay, so if someone makes a distraction down the hole and we can all run across instead of spamming teleportation spells.
I could cause a distraction.
I
Nongle snaps
could
his
possibly
fingers
do.
and Nibbles appears. I'll just send the chicken over there. They'll go chasing the chicken, and we're good to go.
It sits down in a box.
Do we want to put the area on high alert though?
To get downstairs? They're just chasing a chicken. They'll chase it, it'll disappear. I don't know if that'll put them on high alert or not.
One way to find out.
Well, it's an option.
Yeah. Happy to, providing they're not going to just kill it immediately.
All right, you is that what you do then? Or...
I think that sounds like a plan.
All right, you send Nibbles down there. What do you do to make Nibbles do this?
So, I'm just gonna have Nibbles go down the hallway. I can't ping anymore.
I'm going to 1 second. I'm going to make this easier by there.
Okay. I'll have Nibbles just go over here and just start pacing back and forth, see if it gets their attention. Nong will be using Nibbles' sight.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? Stop! You! Stop! Why? Why? What is? Why are you not answering me? Stop! Hey, you! Stop! Hey!
All right, let's go! Go!
And
we should probably still try and be stealthy, even though we're running across though.
Well, that's kind of the point. Yes, I don't think we want to put this place on high alert.
Yeah.
all right.
Also, if anyone can teleport, that's probably also even easier.
Go ahead and give
Can
me
Misty
you can Misty Step if you want to use Misty Step, or otherwise you need to make a stealth roll.
Okay. We have plus 10 still up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Torben will kind of linger at the entrance of the grades and wait with teleporting, just so he's like in range of everyone in case someone has to physically stealth.
Okay, that's an 11. I'm gonna get halfway down and Misty Step once I know I'm in range of the stairs.
All right. Theus, you are
25. Actually, no, because I have an advantage, because I have my Boots of Elvenkind, so it's 32. I assume that we are stealthy, like moving stealthy. So I have those here.
Shit.
That is into. Okay. You get past unseen, and Oust, you spend your Misty Step, so you're down here. Torgen, what do you do?
After everyone is kind of filtered through, Torgen will also Misty Step.
Well, looks like everyone has Misty Step in the party. That's cool.
Apparently.
What about?
Well, I just stealth.
What about Rick?
Please have
Am
Misty
I?
Step.
I don't. Are my wings stealthy?
They're not loud, and especially not when you have passed without trace.
Because otherwise I'm in heavy armor.
You will have disadvantage on the stealth roll.
No matter if I use the wings or not.
Yeah, you are wearing heavy armor. Sorry.
Okay.
I will try to inspire him just in case for the stealth. Use one inspiration, and I will say, Hell City Life. Trying to get by. Pressure not ease no matter how hard we try. Hell City Life. We're on a chase to get our friend Bjorn out of this place.
I'm
That's
gonna
pretty
use first my real inspiration.
All right. Then it's just going to be a straight roll then.
Saying Theus' inspiration isn't real. Oh my god.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use Theus' inspiration. That's
Go
a
ahead and roll a
D20.
1d10.
D10, right?
He does have password trace, so it's at least a 21.
Yeah.
The
that's
DC for
fine.
this, Rick, was 20.
Yay.
Just managed to do it.
God
You almost stumble, but then you kind of the shadows just kind of like holds you up as you go down into the stairs. The stairs go on for kind of a long time, and you kind of have to.
Nongo will the guy behind the counter is like a basically flame, right?
Yeah.
Nibbles will jump up on the counter and then like walk into the flame and disappear. That way they
Hey, stop! What is that?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a luck roll, please.
17.
That's a good luck roll. All right, thank you. You guys walk down the stairs. It takes you 20 minutes. Note that all of you with spells, I should just go downstairs and downstairs and downstairs and downstairs until you end up at the second basement level. You get out in like a small hallway, and you can hear the sounds of a bunch of people like talking kind of talking discreetly longer up ahead, and what sounds like paper getting shuffled around. And this is where we will take our break, and we'll be back for the next part of this this heist in half an hour, everybody. So thank you all for watching the first half of session 24, and now we got now we'll get into the department of mysteries. So thank you for skipping half of my map. That was really nice, and that's how it is. Sometimes you get to be lucky and roll that 20. So congrats, guys.
Sometimes, not often.
We'll be back 10 minutes to 8. That is in 33 minutes from now, and we'll be ready to play on with you then. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.